brought you. Yes, grass.
Isn't Mummy so good to you? Ah, yes, Kiku and Yepun.
My little darlings. Yes.
You
Mummy
know,
loves you.
we pretend we're parents to two guinea pigs. We hold them, we talk to them, we try to give them the best life they could ever have. Imagine how much greater a mother's love is for her child. Your mother's is for you. Don't you love babies? I mean, don't you love the way that babies and mothers connect? From the very birth of the baby, it's like a string is tied from the mother's heart to the baby's heart. Mothers even long, and so do fathers, even long for the smell of their baby. There was a man in the Bible, one of the greatest people in the Bible, in fact, the greatest person in the Old Testament. Moses was his name. Moses had two mothers. That's right, two mothers. Double the love. You see, Moses' mother and father were slaves in Egypt, along with all the other Hebrew people. And the slave masters, the head slave master, the Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, was worried they were getting too many slaves, too many Hebrew people. And he said, no more boy babies. Well, Moses was born, and his mother loved him. So she hid him, even though she had all the work to do in the fields. She hid him. Do you know how hard it is to hide a baby? To try to keep a baby quiet? It was very, very difficult. And after 3 months, she could hide him no longer. He was just crying too loudly and making too much noise. I wonder what you would do if you were Moses' mother. Well, she developed a plan. She took a basket made of reeds, and put tar in it so it would float on the water. And she got her daughter. And they thought, we know where the princess goes down to the river to bathe each day. Let's see if we could float Moses in the basket by her. Maybe she will save him. And that's what they did. They went down to the river and hid in the reeds and put Moses in the basket, pushed him out into the river. It floated by the princess, and she saw the baby. She picked him up, and her heart went out to the baby. She immediately felt attached to the baby. And she thought, I know what I will do. I will take this baby and adopt the baby. Now Moses' sister, who was helping Mom, saw the princess take the baby. And she ran up to the princess and said, Princess, I know a woman who lost her baby, who will feed this baby for the next few years for you. And so the princess thought that was a good idea. And so the princess paid Moses' mother to feed and care for the baby for the first 3 years of Moses' life. And after 3 years, Moses' mother gave the baby to the princess to raise in the palace. That was so difficult for Moses' mother to do. But she did it because she loved him. And Moses had 2 women, 2 mothers, who surrounded him with love. I wonder what are all the things your mother does just because she loves you. Think of those things right now, those things that your mother does for you. My mother, when I was young, oh, my mother she played baseball with me. Oh, I love that. One of the things that helped me realize how much my mother loved me was one day when I was going to the theme park, I broke a little tiny teacup. I didn't know how important it was, but it was very early in the morning before my mother woke, and I was getting dressed and my sleeve hit it, and I picked up all the pieces and put them in a saucer. And then I left because I was going to the park for the day with friends. And when I came back that evening, my sister stopped me and said, you know, Mom cried all day because of that teacup. That was a teacup that her grandmother used to give her tea in. And it reminded her, and it was such a precious thing to my mother. And I went to my mother just feeling terrible, and I said, Mom, I'm so sorry. And my mother said, I know you are, but you know, you're so much more precious to me than a teacup. Isn't it wonderful that we have mothers like that, like this? The Bible describes God's love as love like a mother. The Bible says, oh, I wish I were. God's love is like a hen trying to gather her chicks under her wings. That mother's love that tries to keep us safe, protect us, and give us the best. Isn't that wonderful that we have a mother who loves us and a God who loves us and surrounds us? Have a great messy church. And you guys keep munching the grass. Oh, don't get too fat. See you soon.